Hello and welcome to Charlotte's Pilates, or Shalates if you will. So don't worry if you haven't ever done Pilates before, it's for everybody. So find your space, find your mat and let's get ready to go. So to begin with, stand with your feet about hip width apart with your toes pointing forwards. Pull in your tummy muscles, soften your knees a little bit and roll your shoulders backwards. Let's just do a couple more. Remember, keep your tummy muscles held in. And now settle the shoulders back and down. We're going to bring the arms in front, the thumbs on top, just to shoulder height. And make sure that you don't shrug your shoulders. Remember, we've set the shoulders back and down. So this is now practicing shoulder stability. Go a little higher and make sure, I'm just showing you from the side, that you don't move your body. It's just the arms. So keep those shoulders down, keep the tummy in, keep the body still, keep the knees soft. Let's inhale and exhale. Just one more. Now then, we're going to go into a chair squat. So we bend the knees, bring the arms in front to shoulder height, lean forward a little and then stand up. I'm going to show you from the side. So keeping the tummy muscles in, you aim your bottom diagonally downwards behind you. Now look at my lower legs. My lower legs stay more or less where they are. I try and keep my knees above the heels, above the ankles. They will come forward a little bit, but just make sure you don't do that. You see, the reason my knees have come in front is because I didn't sit down into my chair squat. Keep the tummy in, keep the shoulders back. Breathe in, breathe out. Can we hold the squat? Now you should feel the weight going into your heels, so just lift alternate balls of the feet there, just very lightly, and try and keep everything else still. Very nice. And then come back up. This time, let's bring the heels together so we're in a Pilates V stance. Again, keeping the knees quite soft. I just want you to scoop the pelvis, so tip the pelvis backwards. And as you do that, you can clench your buttocks really easily. Keep the tummy muscles zipped up tight, shoulders back and down. And then release the buttocks and come back to a normal pelvic position. So we scoop, in other words, tipping the pelvis backwards, squeeze the buttocks, and then just release back to normal pelvis without sticking out the bottom. So breathe out to scoop and squeeze. Breathe in to release back to normal position of the pelvis without sticking out your bottom. So a couple more. Squeeze, breathe, and slowly release those glutes. One more. Keeping the tummy muscles in and the knees soft. This time, as you squeeze the buttocks, don't so much scoop the pelvis as lift the heels. And lower. Soft knees when you land. So squeeze the bottom, keep the shoulders relaxed, soft knees when you land. Let's add arms. So we can breathe in to lift and squeeze, and exhale to lower slowly. Just a couple more. Keeping the shoulders down as you bring the arms to shoulder height. Lovely. Keep the legs in this position and bring your arms into a double salute. And I just want you to rotate the upper body from the waist. So try not to turn your hips. Being in this position stops you really turning your hips, so that's good. So you're getting that nice movement at the waist, in the spine. Breathe as you go. Keep those knees soft. Don't go too far if it feels uncomfortable. And now tilt and reach down and bring it back up. Tilt the other way. So we're still trying to keep the pelvis still. We're not swinging the hips out to the opposite side. We're keeping the knees soft. We're not shrugging the shoulders. And we're using the tummy muscles to bring the upper body back to the top. Just a couple more. Try and relax your feet. Make sure you're not tensing them. Breathe, breathe evenly. Lovely. Step out to the right, bend both knees. Step back. Step to the left. So when you step out into your squat, you should be symmetrical. Your squat is symmetrical. It's not like this. So both legs bend the same and the upper body remains upright. Okay, so let's add some arms. Bring them in front, just to shoulder height. Bring them by your side, keeping the shoulders down. Breathe in, breathe out. You may not want to go that deep, and that's absolutely fine. Just a couple more. Lovely. Let's take it over to the right and hold it there. Now we're going to push off this right leg into a balance. Keep the upper body upright, and then back into your squat, and then step in. So we're going to do the same to the left. So here's your normal squat position, but then the arms go wide as you push off into a balance. Back into your squat, step in. So it's 4 moves. 1, 2, 3, bend the knees, both the same, 4. Breathe in, breathe out. Try and control it, don't rush. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more each side. Try and keep your chest up. Try not to lean forwards. Keep the tummy muscles in. So this is tricky. Don't lift that leg too high. So don't worry if you struggle at first. Let's separate the heels and give the legs a shake. Coming to the front of your mat, imagine you've got tram lines behind you, 1 for each leg. So about hip width apart. Stepping back with 1 leg, letting the upper body travel with that leg, and bending the back knee, keeping the heel off, and just a gentle push forward, a little pelvic scoop, so you feel a stretch in that hip. Step in. Do the same with the other leg. So we bend the back knee towards the floor, allow the body to travel back with that leg so it remains upright. Push forward through that hip so you feel a little stretch, and step in. We want to try and keep the hip bones level. Go back to the original leg, raise the opposite arm at the same time, and step in. Breathe in to step back, breathe out to step in. Keep going. It looks like this from the front. Keep those hip bones level, so we don't want this. Can you see how I'm swinging my hip out? Breathe in, keep the feet hip width, exhale. Now next time, just hold your split squat, and the arm that's raised, we're just going to tilt over without moving the pelvis. Bring it back to center, step in, change legs. So keep everything still in the lower body. Stretch over, not too far. Use your tummy muscles to bring you back. Step in, keep going. Inhale, exhale, without shrugging the shoulders. It is a balance. Inhale, exhale. Keep the feet hip width. Don't shrug. Just a couple more. So you're feeling that stretch through the hip on the back leg. Inhale to step back. Exhale to tilt. Inhale to come upright. Exhale to step in. Lovely. Give the legs another shake. Come to the back of your mat. So you've got all the mat in front of you, and take a pelvic scoop like we did earlier. Keep the knees bent and soft. Raise the arms without shrugging. Take a breath in. As you exhale, chin to chest, and we curl down through the vertebra until your hands go onto your thighs, just lightly. Pull your tummy in. Allow your shoulders to come forward. Feel that stretch through the back. Now roll your shoulders backwards, stick out your bottom, and look straight ahead. So you might have a flat back or even a U shape, dipping your belly towards the floor. Now re-scoop the pelvis, so push forward through the pubic bone, round the shoulders, pull the tummy in, chin to chest. And roll the shoulders back as you look straight ahead, stick out your bottom, dip your belly towards the floor. 1 more of the N shape. And now let's go all the way to the floor. Walk the hands forwards. Feel a little stretch in the backs of your legs. It's up to you how much you stretch there. Keep going. Keep going to the front of your mat. Try to get your heels towards the floor. Feel the stretch in the calf muscles now as opposed to just the hamstrings. Head between your arms, poke your bottom in the air. Try to draw your shoulders away from your ears, down your spine towards your bottom. Now bend your knees, pop them on the floor gently, keep your tummy in, untuck your toes. Keeping your shoulders strong, don't shrug them, and either walk your knees back or walk your hands forwards, and just lower yourself, bending your elbows without shrugging, onto the mat. Place your hands just wide of your shoulders with your fingers pointing forwards. Roll your shoulders back. Pull your tummy in and look at the mat, although I appreciate you have to watch the video first. Relax your bottom and your feet and your legs. Breath in as you breathe out. Just lift the chest a couple of inches, maybe more, pressing into your hands very lightly. Keep looking just at the front of your mat. Hold, breathe. Relax the shoulders, but keep them back. Breath in, and as you exhale, bring it down. Let's do that again. Breath in at the bottom. As you exhale, lift and press. Maybe go a little further. Keep your pelvis on the mat, so we're not lifting the hips up. If this is too far, don't come up as far. Breathe. Breath in, and as you exhale, bring it down. One more. Breath in to prepare. Exhale as you lift without shrugging. Breath in and hold. Exhale slowly as you bring it down. To come out of this position, keep the shoulders back, hands somewhere in line with your shoulders. Look at the mat, take a breath in, and as you exhale, using the strength in your upper body and your tummy muscles, push up and walk your hands back into child pose. You can come onto all fours next, placing your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, keeping the tummy in, back of head in line with the spine. Pick up your right hand and place the back of your hand on your forehead and keep it there. We're going to rotate the upper body 4 times to the right, lifting that right shoulder. The movement is at the waist rather than at the neck. Let's exhale to rotate, inhale to bring it back. One more. Try not to press too much into your left hand. Switch sides. So the left shoulder goes higher, the chest turns to the left. Hips still, make sure you're not leaning your lower body to one side. Try to keep your shoulders back. Try to minimize the movement at the neck. Switch hands again if you need a breather. If you need to shake out the wrists, you can. This time, right hand, but slide your left leg back. Keep it on the floor or lift it, but I recommend keeping it on the floor because lifting it is very difficult. 4 rotations, so it's salute right, but take your left leg back. So keep the lower body really still. Don't move the hips in particular. Keeping your pelvis stable is very, very important in Pilates. Switch to the left salute, extend the right leg. You can lift it if you feel that you're stable enough to do that, but just moving the upper body from the waist. The head rotates with the upper body. So try and keep your nose in line with your breastbone as you rotate. Breathe as you go, don't hold your breath. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, bring it back. Carefully bring it back. And then sit back and maybe give the wrists a shake. Let's come into a sitting position next. Take your legs wide. You might find that you need to sit on a cushion. Try not to use your thighs here. Pull in your tummy, shoulders back and down. Sit as tall as you can, but relax the legs. Nice and strong. Think of the top of the head growing up to the ceiling. Lovely. Let's take the arms out wide, but you keep them relaxed. And we're just going to rotate the upper body. So don't bring the arms across. Keep the arms out wide as if they're fixed in your shoulder joint. Breathe as you go. Sit tall, relax your thighs. Hold it to the right. Now keeping your back straight, lean forwards. Try not to lift your bottom here. And try and lead with your chest, not your chin. Come up using your tummy muscles, bring it back to center, and let's do the same on the other side. If you need to relax your arms, you can. So keep your arms nice and relaxed, rotate, good. Then we lean forwards, leading with the chest, not the chin, not the shoulders. You can bend this knee more if you need to, but keep your bottom on the floor. Use the tummy muscles to bring you up and unrotate and lower. Gently, slowly bring the legs in. The mat's behind you. We're going to tip the pelvis, scoop it, feet together, knees together, tummy muscles tight, and we're going to just drop back a little bit, not quite to your coccyx, and then use your tummy muscles to bring you upright. So scoop, Relax your thighs, give them a slap if they keep joining in. Arms in front, and as you come up, place your hands by your side lightly. You can keep your hands here for a little bit of support as you gradually go down lower, but make sure you don't shrug your shoulders as you come up. So not using the thighs to bring us up, using the tummy muscles. Little pelvic scoop so we get that nice scoopy effect. Shoulders relaxed, vertebra by vertebra. Sit tall as you get to the top so that you can re-scoop. So you can keep your hands here, bend your elbows to avoid shrugging, and give yourself a little push, but not too much because we want the core to do the work. Let's go all the way down this time. Take your time. Breathe, control, control. Higher arms makes it harder. When you get to the floor, just step your feet in. Let's have them hip width. Scoop that pelvis, lift the heels, walk the toes towards your bottom, hands by your side, shoulders back, looking at the ceiling. Really fasten your lower back to the mat through your tummy muscles. Breath in, as you breathe out, pick up your feet, knees at right angles and above your hips. And they are hip width. We've not got the feet and knees together. They're hip width, lovely. Just extend your right leg, keep your tummy muscles switched on, bring it back. Extend your left leg, relax your shoulders, bring it back. The further you go to the floor, the harder you work. Don't touch the floor though. Exhale here, inhale here. If that's too much, a tiny little movement is absolutely fine. As soon as you've had enough, you can hug your knees in, or you can take your feet slowly to the floor, working your tummy muscles. If you want to, you can do opposite arm to leg here. Exhale, inhale. The goal is to keep your pelvis still and to keep your back flat to the mat. Keep that breath flowing. Don't tense your neck. Don't tense your shoulders. You might want to try doubles, but that's if you're really strong in the core. When you're ready, just hug your knees in, give the feet a twirl and scrunch the toes. Let's take the feet to the floor, using your stomach muscles. Feet about hip width, heels under knees, a pelvic scoop. We roll up through the spine, we squeeze the buttocks, we don't shrug the shoulders. Breath in at the top, and as you exhale, you come down, vertebra by vertebra. So scoop and come up, pulling in the tummy, squeezing, shoulders back and down. Breath in at the top, exhale, bring it down. One more of those. If you feel it in the backs of your legs, step your feet in a little more. You should feel it in your glutes, your buttocks. Push the hips up so you stretch through the thighs. Breath in, and as you exhale, vertebra by vertebra. So we do move the pelvis as we come down so that every vertebra gets a turn at touching the floor. And then just step your feet away a little bit. Another pelvic scoop. Lift and look at your knees. Relax your shoulders. Circle them backwards 3 times. Breathe. Lovely. Can you lift your arms and bring your rib cage a little closer to your thighs, to your pelvis? Take one hand behind your head, turn the palm up on the other arm, go round the side, bring it back 4 times. Exhale, inhale. Moving from the waist. Exhale, inhale. Relax your head, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Bring it back to center. Breath in, and as you exhale, lower, allowing your head to feel quite heavy. Bring the arms round. Another pelvic scoop. Let's lift. Try to really clench these muscles around your rib cage. Circle those shoulders. Try and get a little higher, but not by tensing the neck, just by using your muscles in your abs. Take the other hand behind your head. Turn the palm up on the other arm. Let your head feel heavy in that hand. Round we go, reaching for that ankle. Exhale, reach, keep the head heavy. Inhale, bring it back. Just a couple more. Trying to move from the waist. If you've had enough, that's fine. Just lower carefully. But when you're ready, both hands behind your head. Allow the head to feel heavy. Relax your neck. Breath in. As you exhale, lower with control. Arms above your head, legs extended, allow the knees and toes to flop out. Hold and breathe. Relax though, relax. Draw your chin towards your chest without lifting your head. And now bring it back up to face the ceiling, so you're looking at the ceiling. That was just a little neck stretch. Step your feet in, hug your knees into your chest. We're going to take a ball roll up, so a breath in, and as you exhale, some momentum to get you up to sitting. But if that's too difficult, use your hands to help you. A little push is fine. Good job. We're going to just take one elbow around the outside of the opposite knee and walk the hand around the back. Try and keep your shoulders relaxed. Pressing gently, so you're getting a bit of purchase on that twist. And now switch sides. So just go as far as you feel comfortable. This is a stretch, so if it makes you all tense, don't go as far. Keep the shoulders relaxed, breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And gently release. Take your legs behind onto all fours. And we're going to scoop and pull the tummy in and round the spine, chin to chest. Come up onto your knees, roll your shoulders back. We're going to come up to standing. So if you can, place your weaker leg in front, the one that you wouldn't normally use to stand up. Tuck the toes under, hands on your thigh, or you can put them in the air to help you lift, but use your core. Breath in, as you breathe out, here we go. And if you enjoyed that, why not subscribe to my channel? There are loads of workouts on here, lots of tips and tricks, lots of things to do with well-being, and even some meditation. So have a look around and see what you think, and recommend me to your friends if you like it. Take care. Bye.